Hi, welcome to Lavka 5th grade science read alouds. Open your study island lesson and be ready to listen and follow along. You'll then be ready to open this topic to complete the practice questions. Today's topic is Earth processes. During its 4.5 billion year history, the Earth's surface has changed constantly. The changes are caused by different natural processes such as earthquakes, erosion, deposition, weathering, floods, mudslides, and volcanoes. Some natural processes, such as earthquakes and volcanoes, can cause sudden changes in the Earth's surface. Other processes work more slowly. For example, glaciers change the surface over thousands or even millions of years as they travel across land, pushing rocks and soil, cutting the earth, and forming lakes and valleys. An earthquake is the sudden moving and shaking of a part of the Earth's crust at a fault line, or a crack in the crust. Earthquakes can change the surface of the Earth very quickly, as rocks on both sides of a fault line suddenly move. The cracks in the concrete shown above were made during an earthquake. Erosion is the carrying away of the soil and rock by flowing water, glaciers, or wind. Erosion can occur naturally from weather or water runoff, but can be made worse by human changes to the land. For example, if a farmer removes all the plants from a field by plowing, soil will soon more easily eroded because it is no longer held in place by plant roots. Water flowing through streams and rivers gradually carries away silt and rock, sometimes cutting deep into the earth to create canyons. Most geologists believe that the Grand Canyon was formed by the Colorado River. The cliffs above were shaped by erosion. As water moves down a river, the water flows less quickly. Sediment begins to settle out of the water in a process called deposition. Near the place where a river empties into the ocean, the water flow becomes very slow. The slow-moving water lays down the rest of the sediment it is carrying. A new landform is created from the sediment. This landform is called a delta. The Mississippi River Delta is shown below. Formation of sand dunes is another example of deposition. Wind picks up or erodes sand from one location and deposits it in another. Although rocks seem hard and impossible to change, they do change over time. Water, ice, wind, plants, and even animals can gradually wear away rock over time, or cause large rocks, or even bedrock, to split into smaller pieces. These smaller rocks can then be broken down into even smaller rocks and sediment. This is the process of weathering. The features of this statue are no longer clear because the stone has been broken down through the process of weathering. In chemical weathering, the composition of rock changes as minerals in the rock react with chemical compounds in rainwater or moisture in the air. In physical weathering, rocks break down through physical changes rather than chemical ones. Water can collect inside cracks or small pores in rocks. The continual freezing and thawing of the water, a process called ice wedging, may cause the rock to crack. The roots of trees or plants can then grow into the cracks and push the cracks open wider. A flood is an overflow of water out of streams, lakes, and rivers that are normally dry. When the flood water flows across the land that is normally dry, it changes the Earth's surface through erosion and the movement of soil, rocks, and sand. The land here was affected by flooding. A glacier is a large, slow-moving mass of ice and snow that moves across the Earth's surface, pushing sand and soil, cutting the earth, forming lakes and canyons, and moving rocks and boulders. The valley and lake shown in this picture could have been formed by a glacier. Avalanches, landslides, and mudslides are types of erosion in which large amounts of loose soil, rocks, and other materials fall or slide downward due to gravity and heavy rainfall. These events usually take place on steep slopes such as the side of a mountain, hill, or bank. A mudslide occurs when rain fails to drain properly and causes nearby rock and dirt to become unstable and slide down a mountain or hill. The mudslide here was likely caused by gravity and heavy rainfall. As one tectonic plate is pushed under another, magma is released to the surface, forming a volcano. Magma is molten rock beneath the surface of the earth. A volcano is an opening in the earth's crust from which lava, steam, and/or ashes erupt or flow. When a volcano erupts, the lava flows down and hardens to form the new land. A volcanic eruption and the flow of lava is shown here. Volcanic eruptions can benefit the surrounding area. Volcanic ash and dust are rich with minerals. These minerals seep into the soil, making it more fertile and allowing new vegetation to grow back quickly. Another benefit is that many precious metals and gemstones can be found in the cooled lava.